Show on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
All right, we welcome you in. Today's new drug is a day closer to a massive showdown in the Rocky Mountain region. Hi, everybody. Frangie, Hayes Carline, JJ La Selva with you. Beautiful day. A little cold this morning, but beautiful day out there now.
Gorgeous.
My goodness. You were out today at the Bregan Baseball Complex and
That
at the
facility
Fort
is so
Family Park.
gorgeous.
It was a good day out there. Wasn't it gorgeous out there today?
Wonderful.
Yeah. All kind of fun stuff today. New DJ Dallas in the house. That's a former Cane, right, JJ? DJ Dallas is here.
Absolutely.
It's a former Cane. It's a Cane thing. It's a you.
Yeah, that's right.
So he'll be here as a backup at the Jags as their down base show too. And all kind of fun stuff to get to today on the programs. We'll talk Jags and Broncos. We'll do all kind of fun stuff today on the program. I'm kind of looking forward to the program today. So we'll certainly talk about all kind of fun stuff going on in the world of sports today. I keep going back to it. I always say it every week, so it's not new. But the enormity of this one. What if they win? What if the Jacksonville Jaguars from here in
they're
Duval?
gonna win.
What if they win? I mean,
Then they're the story of the league.
they're the story of the league if they win the game. There's no getting around it. There's no debating it. There's no. They're slowly but surely. Yeah, I kind of agree with the Liam and the team. The I'm not a paranoid sort by nature. But it is what it is. Man, the league's doing all they can not to talk about them, aren't they? Doesn't it feel that way?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the national, and again, I'm not the guy that's the anti-national media guy, and I'm not paranoid guy. I've never been that guy. But gosh, it feels like they're doing all they can to mention everybody else. Everybody else, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah. The Jaguars are a nuisance. That's how they are viewed nationally. These guys are good. Okay, this is the one out of the 6 years. Every 6 years, the Jaguars have one of these seasons, and we'll wait to pay attention, for as long as we can, and that's going to all end Sunday when the Jaguars go to Mile High and beat the Broncos and snap their win streak.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I'm kind of with you on that, at least as I sit here today. I'm watching the Dolphins Steelers last night, and they're making it all, and again, it was the game. You got to talk about the teams that are on the field. I get that, but there's the storylines and the history and all. The Jags would beat either one of those teams by 17 points. They certainly by 2 touchdowns. I would pick the Jags to beat either one of. If either one of those teams came to Jacksonville would be a touchdown favorite. Agree or disagree? I think it'd
Totally
be
agree.
6 or 7 points, which in the NFL is a big line.
Yeah.
So but anyway.
Yeah, I think the Jaguars, if it ends up where the Jaguars are the 5 going to the Steelers that are the 4, I think the Jaguars would be favored in the game.
I do too. I do too. And let's keep winning and hope. Before I said I don't want to be the 3 because that means Buffalo comes to town, and I still don't like that matchup. But I've kind of pivoted a little bit to just keep winning. And if
Right.
winning means you're a higher seed, deal with it. If winning means you're at home and these wonderful fans get to watch that game, that's a good thing.
And my guess is Buffalo will end up either maybe taking over the Patriots, but in all likelihood,
The 5.
I think they'll be the 5.
Yeah, I do too.
So then you've got either the Chargers or the Texans coming here, and that's obviously not Josh Allen. So
Yeah, that's exactly
you
right.
take that all day long.
All right, a lot of things we'll talk about today on the program. Now with the Aaron Philo apparent news out of Georgia Tech, well, now the Lagway stuff makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And now and look, nobody knows what happened, but Lagway surprisingly popped up, not in the portal. You can't go to the portal until January 2nd, but Lagway surprisingly popped up and announced he was going to the portal. People were. I was surprised, by the way, there were that many people in Gator Nation upset about it. That surprised me a little. And
I even saw there were writers saying that cover Florida that were like, "I'm surprised by this. How could you possibly be surprised by this?"
Yeah, and this guy Chris Hummer, God bless him, from CBS Sports, wrote a story that was a PR release that said, he's still got first overall pick possibilities. Did you really write that? Did you really write that there's a possibility?
I didn't see that.
He said he's got first overall pick possibilities.
No.
But anyway, and again, this isn't to knock DJ.
It's not. It's just, but they were going to usher in a new era of Gators football with a quarterback that either they knew, which they know Philo, but they were never going to enter into this with a quarterback that never practices and not, because he can't play. Not that that's his choice. I get it. DJ Lagway wanted to practice, but regardless, you can't commit to a quarterback who is never on the practice field for availability reasons and underperforms when he is on the field.
Yeah.
You can't do it if you're John Summerall. It may backfire. DJ Lagway may go on to have a great career somewhere else.
Yeah.
But if you're John Summerall, you could not take that chance, particularly when the elite offensive coordinator that you have hired has said, John, if we get this guy,
right,
we are set
correct
at quarterback.
And see, and I think the stuff with Lagway, see, here's my take on the Lagway thing now that we know. Not keeping Lagway is about more than how good he is or isn't. He was damaged. Excuse me, can't clear my throat. He was damaged, right? The psyche, his psyche, the team's psyche when he's out there, the psyche of his teammates when they're all out there together. It's a fresh start for sometimes you need the new start. And I think John Summerall and staff, Buster Faulkner, figured that out pretty quickly. This isn't, DJ, we don't think you're any good. This is, given where it's all gone, it's in everybody's best interest that everybody starts anew. That's what this was. I'm going to talk more about specifics in a minute, but big picture, that's what this was.
Absolutely. I would make this analogy. If the NFL contract structure was set up as it is in college now, where everybody is a free agent every year, and let's say the Colts fired Shane Steichen and hired Mike McDaniel,
right,
whoever. They hired a new coach. Do you honestly think that coach would stick with Anthony Richardson?
Right.
They would if every contract was a one-year contract,
right,
you would say, look, Anthony, it's probably best for us. It's probably best for you to get a fresh start somewhere else.
Right.
Now, you can't do that in the NFL because obviously they have real contracts. They have a real CBA, and it's a much better system than the college system. But the point is the same. Like, if it was a one-year deal, Anthony Richardson would not return to the Colts next year. It wouldn't happen. And it's DJ Lagway and Anthony Richardson, I think, are in the exact same position.
Right.
They're just at different levels of the game.
And it doesn't mean DJ won't go somewhere else and be terrific, and I hope he is, but you needed a new start. But the point I'm making is now it makes – so it happened yesterday. We were all caught a little off guard by why it happened yesterday. So we all saw it. And then the story came out that, well, DJ wanted to stay, but the team really wasn't real welcoming to him or whatever the words were. I said, okay, so I'm reading that, right? Meanwhile, we're reading about this guy, Philo, that the minute Buster Faulkner got him play for the job, you heard that Philo's his guy. He broke all of Trevor Lawrence's records in the state of Georgia. He's got real upside. We saw the tape. He's got this really good highlight package. But you never heard anything about, then you heard he might be staying, and we were laughing about it the last couple of days that he was a spokesman for the clothing store in Atlanta. Well, Lagway announces he's in the portal yesterday. That happens on Monday. On Tuesday, word starts getting out that Aaron Philo isn't at the Georgia Tech team meeting. Later on Tuesday, the word's out that Aaron Philo is going to the portal. One day after. So now you kind of know what happened. You now know that, okay, Summerall hires Faulkner. Faulkner's handpicked guy is Philo. He's the guy that recruited him to Georgia Tech. He really likes him. He's got a chance to be a really good player, Faulkner thinks. Faulkner says to John, I think this is our guy. And by the way, I think Tramel Jones from Jacksonville is going to have a chance to compete for that job, too.
Oh, without a doubt.
But I think in terms of having our guy, this is our guy. Philo says, well, I can't be your guy. You got DJ Lagway. Lagway meets, and I'm guessing at all this. I don't want to misrepresent like I have inside. This isn't inside. So Lagway meets with the staff, and the staff says, Listen, we know it's a $3 million deal and blah, blah, but we just think we're not chasing you off, but there's no guarantee you're our guy. Everyone gets a fair crack. We do have other guys we like. We're being honest with you. Lagway's devastated because no one's ever said that to him before, and I get it. He's a nice kid. Lagway leaves, tells people that story. A day later, well, you know what happened now. Philo wasn't going to go to the portal until Lagway left Florida. Once Lagway left Florida, then Philo says, "Okay, now I'm going to go to the portal," and so it all now adds up. That's the point. Is why did Lagway all of a sudden? Well, and probably, if the Philo camp, and by the way, his agent's Brandon Tolbert, a former Georgia player, but if the Philo camp told Faulkner, Coach, I'm not coming to the portal. If DJ Lagway's there, he's your guy. He's the incumbent. So maybe Faulkner and Summerall go, hey, DJ, they may usher him out. I'm not saying the next thing Okay, Lagway's in the portal. Now Philo says, okay, now I feel better. It all makes sense. And now I do think Tramel Jones is going to be in play for that job. But I will tell you this. I've told you this before. My hobby is, we all have our hobbies. I don't know, none of us know any more than anybody else, but we have stuff we like doing. I love watching quarterback tape. I watch more and more highlights. I just think it's a cool thing to do. I've done it forever. I think it's a cool thing to do, watch quarterbacks. And I love his tape. You and I have laughed about this. I loved Mertz's tape. I was the only guy in the world.
You're right.
Nobody liked it.
Yeah.
I loved Mertz's tape. I used to send you his. I would text you his. Watch this, and nobody agreed with me. But I said I like.
I thought it was a dreadful signing, and he ended up being great.
Well, you were in the majority, but I really like this. I like this guy's tape. I really like it. We'll see what that means when if he becomes the quarterback at the University of Florida. That's more important than playing a backup role at Georgia Tech, and I know that. But I like his tape. I like his tape a lot. I really like it. So
well, it displays everything that you need to win at that position at the college level. He plays on time. He is accurate. He throws with good anticipation.
Footwork.
The arm is I'd say good.
Yeah, good arm.
Yeah,
it's not John Elway.
Right.
It's not a cannon. Yeah.
But good, and he is a good runner. It's more taking off and scrambling. It didn't, from what I saw, it didn't look like there was a lot of designed quarterback in there.
Yeah, same thing. Not in the highlight package.
But when he has to take off, he can pick up 10 yards pretty quick.
Yeah, and so I do think from what I'm hearing, and this is a little bit of insight, and from what I'm guessing, they like Tramel Jones. I'm told that. So. And I think Philo is told, listen, we want you here, but we want you to win the job too. This isn't a show up and it's your job. I think there's too much of that in college football. I think this is we want you to win the job. And I think so I think the quarterback situation, I'm not sure they're done loading up that quarterback room. Right now there's two guys. Right, I mean.
Well, Griffin.
Yeah. And the freshman Will Griffin. Good point. Good. So we'll see what.
But it will be interesting.
It'll be a good room.
Do they look for one of those like 6-year guys that's been
Harrison Bailey,
terrible? Yeah. But will come in cheap and at least give them. But I would think if it's Philo, Jones, and Griffin.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good start to the room.
It's certainly a good room of potential. It's not a good room of experience, and so we'll see what happens. But we now know what happened with the DJ Lagway thing. I want to talk more about the portal later because a lot of guys are in it from both schools. So, but it is a good day today. We have some fun time. What does Miami do at quarterback? Do they get DJ Lagway? What does FSU do? Does Tommy Castellanos, if he wins his appeal, which I don't think he's going to, but everybody does he come back as Florida State's quarterback? Is it Florida with these young guys? It's kind of a fun thing to look around a little bit and see. I mean, it's the way the changing world. So we'll certainly talk about that. We're going to take a break, though. But speaking of quarterbacks, when we come back, I'm going to start with Jags Broncos. I'm going to give you some numbers on Bo Nix and Trevor Lawrence that might surprise you. Want some numbers? You like numbers?
I do.
You a numbers guy?
That'll be fun.
All right, we're going to do that. So we're going to kick off the program. We're going to talk about the two quarterbacks who will be playing in Denver on Sunday. That's how we'll start the program. Glad you're with us. Do want to thank our friends from the Nimnick family of dealerships. That's Nimnick Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue. Nimnick Buick GMC is located on Phillips Highway. Man, if you want to buy an automobile, go to the place I've been going since 1982. I'm proud to be a spokesman for Nimnick. I'm proud that when I talk about cars, I'm talking about Nimnick. Nobody but Nimnick treats you the way they do, and I can promise you that. We'll kick off the program after this.
It's the ride home with the Frangie Show. From the Harrell and Harrell studio, don't settle for less than you deserve.
A great season often depends on keeping your best players on the field.
Let me know if he's ever going to play football again, or do I need to find me another wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville.
Come on, you can't play without me.
On 1010XL.
This is Hayes Carline for Atlantic Infinity. In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infinity is always a top pick. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infinity is inspected, factory-backed with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infinity? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Hello, all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
This is Sheridan Tootin, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, and Dr. Kevin Murphy put my right shoulder back together a few years ago, and I'm still feeling great. Now I'm using PRP treatment for my knee pain. No matter what you're dealing with, if you're enduring any orthopedic issue, my only recommendation is Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
From the huddle to the perfect spiral.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
The quarterback whisperer. He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Wrapped up by George Moore Chevrolet and Tyson Sound and Security on 1010XL.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Get ready to celebrate December with Best Bet. We're giving away an incredible $660,000. Kickstart your holiday fun at all Best Bet locations with the 12 Days of Christmas High Hands, $500 giveaways during Clockwork Cash Out on the table games, and big cash high hands all weekend long. And don't miss out on thrilling tournaments like the $30,000 guarantee GoPo 300 at Orange Park and daily tournaments at all Best Bet locations. For details, head to bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hear that? That's your ducks begging for help. Now listen, that's the sound of victory. Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Lloyd's now offers professional duct cleaning for homes and businesses across North Florida, helping reduce dust and allergens so you can breathe easier. Family owned, local, trusted. Call Lloyd's Heating and Air or visit lloydsheatingandair.com, keeping you comfortable in every season.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
It's a Nimnick Tuesday on The Frangie Show. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941.
We thank our friends from the Nimnick family dealerships. Nimnick Chevrolet and Cast at Nimnick Buick GMC, located on Phillips Highway. Great deals all the time and great people to sell it to you. My good friends at Nimnick. All right, so Bo Nix and Trevor Lawrence. That's the matchup. You know what their total yards are? The total offense. That means rushing and passing yards. How close together do you think they are?
Within 8 yards.
How about 2 yards?
Wow.
How about the fact that Trevor Lawrence has 3,512 yards passing and running, total offense. Bo Nix has 3,510 yards. 2 yards separate them.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That is.
Who do you think's got the most total touchdown passes?
Trevor's tied for 5th now, so I'll go Trevor.
Both with 23.
Okay.
Nix is 23 and 9, 23 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Trevor's 23 touchdowns and 11.
Yeah, it's a 5-way tie for fifth, so that's interesting. That's 2 of the 5 that are tied for fifth.
Trevor has 3,512 yards total offense. Nick's 3,510 yards. Nick's is thrown for 3,256 yards. Trevor's 3,210. So Nick's is thrown for 46 more yards. Trevor's run for 302. Nick's is run for 254. So that's about 50 yards difference. Trevor's carried the ball, Hayes, 66 times. Bo's carried it 62 times. Trevor's run for 6 touchdowns. Bo's run for 4 touchdowns. Their stats are identical. It's almost uncanny how identical their stats are, which annoys me because everyone talks about how great Bo Nix has been and how Trevor's failed until lately, which ticks me off, but whatever, that's another conversation. Their numbers are, I'm telling you, as identical as 2 quarterbacks I've ever seen, both of whom played the same amount of football games. Both have played 14 games. One's won 10, one's won 12. It's astounding to me. And by the way, 2 of the ones the guy that's won 10 won, Trevor Lawrence, were lost at the end of the game when the defense didn't hold up, in part because of a pass interference penalty, but that's a conversation for another day, I suppose.
And one of the losses Denver took, they lost on the leverage call to the Colts.
Correct. It's amazing how similar these stats are between Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix.
Without a doubt. And, it's going to be interesting to see if this is a matchup that you start to see year in and year out. If Denver has staying power. And the biggest question is, will the Jaguars have staying power? This is going to be a topic now that people can settle into and get ready to hear for the next year, because it's going to be the overwhelming topic in the 2026 season is, can the Jaguars finally put back-to-back great years together? And that'll certainly be the big storyline for year 2 of Cohen, Gladstone, and Baselli and Lawrence. But in looking at it, yeah, I mean, Bo Nix has dealt with a lot of criticism too. For a while, their offense was kind of just hanging in. It wasn't really the reason they were winning games. Now, he played great against Green Bay, but he's been up and down as well. And again, them not having Dobbins, I think, is a massive loss. Now, he's been out for a few weeks. They've gotten used to playing without him. I'm sorry, but J.K. Dobbins, 772 yards on the ground, 5.0 yards per carry, and 4 touchdowns, and he was really the physical component to that ground game. So Nix has done a good job overcoming that. But the Jaguars, I think, are a different defense in that they can take advantage of that maybe more than some other teams that Denver has played recently. But yeah, I mean, to your point, Trevor's just 26. Bo Nix, from an age standpoint, has got to be close to that, because he was in college way longer than Trevor.
Might even be older. It's very close. But it's amazing how similar some of the numbers are. By the way, back to even your points about he's 25, so that's how
they're a year apart.
Yeah, it's also amazing how similar the running games are. Your point about J.K. Dobbins, they had Dobbins, the veteran, R.J. Harvey, the young player. The Jags have Etienne, the veteran, and Bashil Tootin, hurt now, but the young player. Even the tight end, Brenton Strange has 395 yards and a touchdown. The Broncos have this tight end, you might have heard of him, Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
359 yards and a touchdown. So 359 and a touchdown for Ingram, 395 and a touchdown for Strange. I mean, it's crazy. If you start looking at these numbers.
And your passing game on both sides kind of starts with the reliable guy. Cortland Sutton is probably considered a little bit on a different tier than Jacoby Myers. But just it's close.
But they're similar.
But they're certainly similar in play style. They're possession guys. They're reliable guys. They're great red zone guys. But they're not. They're not a beat the defense deep off of athleticism guys. So I've never thought about it until you brought it up, but there are a lot of similarities between the two roster constructions.
I mean, I've gone on and on.
The head coaches are wildly different. They're both offensive guys, but one's been doing it for 20 years, and one guy's in his debut year as a head coach.
If Travis Hunter was still playing, if Travis Hunter was not hurt, then the Jags would have a really good receiver from Colorado. And the Broncos have Pat Bryant, a really good receiver from Jacksonville. I'm telling you, if you go back and look at all the similarities of these teams, it's uncanny. It really is. I am very confident that the Jags are going to go up there and play a heck of a game. I'm like you. I don't know if I'm ready to right now say I think they're going to win the game, but man, oh man, I'm confident in this team. I
just think Denver's due. I mean, to win 12 straight games in this league, that's remarkably difficult, and it seems like Denver's sort of due for a clunker.
Pete Prisco has his power rankings out. Broncos 1, Rams 2, Seahawks 3, Patriots 4, Jags 5. Agree or disagree?
I wouldn't have Denver 1. I get it. They've got the NFL's best record.
Rams
so
and Seahawks 1 and 2 for you?
Yeah.
Probably me too.
Yeah.
I'd probably have the NFC teams 1 and 2.
Yeah, Denver,
in terms of how good, forget the record, in terms of how good I think they are.
Denver's offense has had too many games of just disappearing for me to think they're the best team in the NFL. And I do think that I think they're going to lose Sunday. So, I'm not saying because I think then the Jaguars, I don't think the Jaguars are the best team in the NFL, but I think Denver is ripe to be beaten.
And I
think they will be beaten on Sunday.
And it's
in their house.
And it's pretty clear now that these two teams are among the best 5, 6, 7 teams in the league. There's no debating. There's no debating anymore that right now the Jags are one of the best 5, 6 teams in the National Football League. You can't debate that.
Yeah, if you have the Jaguars ninth in a power poll, then what are you doing?
Yeah, that's right. So there's no doubt now that they're among, and I think there's a confidence. I think again, football is so hard. It's physical, it's emotional, it's dangerous, it's impactful, it's exhilarating. And to manage all of that means you got to play with a chip on your shoulder. You got to be efficient when you're playing a bad team. You got to be as jacked up as the good team. You got to go on the road when the crowd's going to be going crazy like it is this week. There's so many psychological settings that you have to be prepared for because it's a physical game. I mean, man, this isn't tennis. This is, this is a game where in addition to the psychology and strategy of the game, you might get blown up, man. You're gonna be sucking air, and you might be taped up or have surgery in the middle of the game. I mean, it's just so football's hard. Liam Cohen has managed that, and the teams that tend to be good. Mike Vrabel's obviously managed it really well. Sean Payton's obviously managed it really well. Sean McVay's managed it really well. The teams that are among the top have managed that part of it, right? Liam Cohen's done a magnificent job of that part. And this team is ready. And I'm peaking too early. Okay, I'll tell you right now, I got to calm down. I'm peaking early. Okay, I'm having an emotional problem right now. But I can't wait for this game.
Yeah, we're just not used to this. I mean, frankly, it's we're not. And thankfully, the Jaguars and the players and coaches have acted like it's old hat.
Yeah, they have.
This whole season. So, and hopefully that'll continue. But we're not used to this. When's the last time the Jaguars played a game in December where both teams have a combined 22 victories?
Yeah, good point.
I mean, I don't think it's happened that I can remember, covering the team. So it's uncharted territory for us, and it's really exciting. And this is what you hope is the start, that the foundation has been placed, and that this is, everybody's going to have a down year here and there. But you hope that moving forward, if Liam Cohen is the coach for the next decade here, you hope that this is more the norm. And when you get into December, you're playing big time, meaningful football, and they're playing a world of a game on Sunday, and I can't wait to watch it.
And I will tell you, there's so many things that have gone right. Anthony Campanile done a great job of that defense. That defensive line has really come around, led by those two great ends. The two linebackers, Foye Luakin and Devin Lloyd, are playing so well. That young secondary with all the different revolving doors have played so well. They found their receiving core in Jacoby Myers and Parker Washington, and now a reemergence from Brian Thomas Jr. The offensive line, as you pointed out, often has been good. Travis Etienne having his best year. All that's true. And they're really well coached too. But it's a quarterback league. That's what it is. The day of Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer winning Super Bowls is over. You have to have quarterback play. And the Jaguars quarterback right now is playing as well as anybody. I just read off the numbers as he compares the Knicks. And that's one more reason, Hayes, that we all have so much confidence and so much excitement about this game on Sunday.
Without a doubt. And this will be the biggest test for that, protection plan and for Trevor. Denver has 58 sacks on the year. That's just extraordinary. And
they really get after the passer.
Yeah, and you're going to be playing in a very loud environment, so you're probably going to have to go silent count, and which is going to give those edge rushers even a little bit of a jump, compared to your linemen. This is it's the ultimate test for Trevor Lawrence. And, certainly if it doesn't go well, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden, he hasn't, been playing well. Most quarterbacks have struggled against the Broncos. But if Trevor Lawrence does get the win on Sunday and plays well in doing it, I mean, it'll be probably the biggest statement he's made since the comeback in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Texans lead the league in defense, and they should. They got the best defense in the league. But the Broncos are fifth, and they're right there. And they're built the same way. Great edge rushers and really good corners. What makes that Texans defense so good, Al Shire is a good linebacker. They're physical and they're nasty, but they've got those two great edge rushers, and they've got the really good corners. Well, that's what the Broncos have, too. They can really cover, and they can really rush off the edge, and if you get that part figured out. It's going to be a lot. I can't wait. We'll talk more about it the rest of the week as the week goes on. More football coming up, more Jags and Broncos coming up, and two quarterbacks kind of dead even statistically. When we come back, I'm going to get back to the portal. The portal's is going to be active. All of a sudden, all the news is coming out. I want to make a point about where I think this whole thing's going. That's next. Stay with us.
The Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
This is Hayes Carline from my friend Holt at Harold & Harold. There doesn't seem to be enough time in the day to get everything done. Then you get injured in an accident and you don't know what you're going to do. Let Harold & Harold make it easy for you. Easy on becoming a client. You can just text or email if you want. Easy on finding a doctor and getting through the process. Hopefully you won't need them, but if you're ever injured, call Harold & Harold and make it easy on yourself. Call them at 904-251-1111. That's 251-1111.
Big Chief Tire makes auto care more affordable with 6 months financing through the CFNA credit card. Frank Frangie here. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brake service, or general repairs, their expert technicians have you covered. With no interest for 6 months, now's the perfect time to take care of your vehicle. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. Did you know that individuals over age 60 have great results on Awaken 180? See how you could drop weight and get off your medications in just 3 months with Awaken 180's Golden Program. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Ticket here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911, garagedoor911.com.
This holiday season, sending a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers is a classy move, no matter who it's for. Jack O'Brien here. Kuhn Flowers is the most respected name in the floral business. Find out why when you go to kuhnflowers.com.
Living on Amelia Island? Having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mokama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mokama magic is what it's all about. Mokama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mokama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, I'm worried.
You? Really? About what?
Well, I like to have a little seasonal potluck. You know, invite some friends and neighbors and guys from the office. But if the food gets spicy and the party gets rocking and that old toilet in the two-piece can't handle the traffic, well, what if my drain backs up right in the middle of everything?
Dude, imagine you're wearing my sunglasses.
Okay. Shoomp. Whoa.
If you're planning to host a holiday party and a blocked household drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, call us and tell us. The drain clearing experts at Bueller Aaron Plumbing will unclog your drain for free.
You do that for free?
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but for free?
The holidays can get pretty hectic, If a clogged drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
If you're listening to 1010 and you're a parent, chances are your kids are playing sports. Check out i9sports.com with spring and summer registration open right now. In the gym or on the field, and now at Tokoi Creek High School and Westside Middle. Check it out, i9sports.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, Hammer Time with Hayes, driven by Kia on Atlantic. Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. Check us out at KiaOnAtlantic.com.
Conference expansion continues to lead to some ridiculous decisions, and the ACC had one today. So they have announced a transition year in terms of the football scheduling for 2026. And in the transition year, 12 of its 17 schools will play 9 conference games, with Clemson, Georgia Tech, FSU, North Carolina, and BC playing just 8, because those 5 teams have multiple Power 4 opponents already scheduled outside the conference. This is what I think is so hilarious. Because the ACC has an odd number of teams, one school will play 8 league games each season starting in 2027.
The whole thing's silly, and the expansion of the teams that are in it are silly. And I mean, Cal's in the ACC. I mean, that's I can't say it any more succinctly than that.
Why don't they change the name of the conference?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, I guess
Duke, by the way, the champion of this conference.
Right. I mean, Cal and Stanford.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what their new tiebreakers will be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just totally crazy.
The tiebreaker should simply be the highest ranked team.
And
that's who's going to play for the title.
They could have literally changed that rule in the middle of this season, and no one would have batted an eye.
Right, you're
it would have
exactly
been totally
right. So
fine.
it's crazy. You're exactly.
By the way, FSU's schedule in the ACC for the ACC, it's difficult.
Yeah, they're playing 8.
But they're all pretty decent.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. It's particularly when you throw in a game against Alabama and a game against Florida.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, couple thoughts.
Luckily, they have Mike Norvell. So
I was
they'll be
about
fine.
to say,
Yeah, he'll bail
I
them out.
really am
He'll bail them
not
out.
too worried that they're going to turn things around.
What a year they're looking for. We'll see what happens.
We had no answers for them again, DeBoer said.
As he's being fired.
As he's fired. The amount of players that are going to, from your team, whoever your team is, that are headed to the portal is going to be astounding. If you have a brand new coach like Florida does, it's really going to blow you away. I will tell you already, here's Muiz Tunkora, the receiver, Tavoris Brown, the defensive lineman, Lagway, Katie Daniels, the running back, Aiden Mizell, the receiver, Amir Jackson, the tight end, Jordan Castell, starting safety. Already, it's a bunch of guys, and I don't think it's stopping. So here's what happens: you only you have $20 million to spend overall in your athletic program, and that's everything. 13 or 14 of that are going to go to football. There's another 10 or so you can find for NIL. So let's say you have $23 million in your to go to your football program. Well, you got 85 guys. You have 85 players. You probably have too many in terms of, I mean, you'd be better off to have 60 or 70, but it's about college athletics and degrees and not just what fields the best team. But realistically, Hayes, I think Dave Caldwell's the GM, and everyone's got a GM, and John Summerall is the coach. And I think these coaches and GMs get together and say, here's how much we're going to spend. So Jordan Castell's a pretty good player. He's a 3-year starting free safety. He's not great. He's a three-year starter. But my guess is he came in, and they said, listen, Jordan, I have no idea. I'm guessing at the numbers.
We've got you at $90,000.
Yeah. He wanted $500.
Right.
Okay. Well, Georgia Tech or Wake Forest or Arkansas might say, well, we got $400 for you.
Right.
Well, then a 3-year starter at Florida is gone. Well, Aiden Mizell might be a pretty good player. He's very fast. I still remember him last year running by the Georgia defense to score early in that game. That's the Georgia defense. And so he might be a real good starter for someone, and he's probably worth $250 or $400. But if I'm paying $1 million to Dallas Wilson, or $2 million to Dallas Wilson, and $1 million to VB3, and all of a sudden I go, bro, I got $150,000 for you, And, well, okay, but Arkansas has got 400. So that's what's going to happen. But I will tell you this. Because of that, college football will come up with a way to change that. I don't know how. My guess it'll be 2-year contracts. My guess is they're going to go to multi-year contracts. They can't be sued out of it because pro sports do it. Now, pro sports have collective bargaining, but if pro sports can have multi-year contracts, I'll bet you see college football go to that. The problem is this. Neither side wants that. The players nor the teams. The players don't want to be locked into a multi-year contract because what if someone will give more money the next year? Teams don't want to be locked into it because what if a guy's not good? I want to get rid of him. So the problem you have, Hayes, is both sides are fighting against what would make the sport better, and that's multi-year contracts.
It reminds me of the first time I covered an Arena League football game here when I worked for the Times Union. This would have probably been like 15 years ago. And I never covered an arena game before. And my editor at the time, Scott Kendrick, gave me some great advice. He said, write about the stops, because that's really the story, because all you see are touchdowns. So write about the stops.
Right.
It was great advice. Well, when it comes to college football and the portal, the story isn't who is entering the portal. The story who doesn't.
Right.
Because that's the rarity. It used to be entering the portal. That's the rarity. Well, that's over.
Right.
They're all free agents. They all want to be free agents. They all want, for the most part, 95% of them want to see what the market will bear, which is the world that we live in, capitalism, and they have every right to do that. So to me, it's not a story. The story to me now is if somebody doesn't enter, because I just assume they're all going in it.
Yeah.
And now they may come back to you, or
well, most guys.
And usually, what happens is
it's gone.
And usually, what happens is it's like the school comes up with the money they're looking for, so they don't go in. But my point is, I bet you if you look at most college rosters, the majority of those players from the current season that we're finishing are going to be at a different school next year. The story isn't the guys entering the portal. The story is who you retain.
JJ, I got a survey question for you, okay? I got a survey question. You're a lifelong college football fan, lifelong Miami Hurricane fan, okay?
Yes.
Lifelong fan. And it's a good time to be a Hurricane fan because the program's in good shape.
It is. It's a fun week.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love seeing you guys talking about the transfer portal and knowing I got a freaking playoff game on Saturday.
And maybe the best game of the week. So it's a great time to be a Cane fan, okay? So the very good program. You're a diehard fan. And you're right. You don't have to worry about it now because unlike us, you got a game to play. But you have no idea who your quarterback is next year.
No, but I know it'll be somebody good.
Well, that's where I'm going with this. Okay, that your head,
or like someone that I respect. I guess. But not a freshman.
Yeah, when your program's in a good shape, you're probably going to land. But you have no idea who it's going to be.
Yeah.
So, were we better off? I'm asking you. Were you better off when you knew as soon as Walsh was gone, Erickson was there? Well, that's before your time. You know what I mean? Testaverde was gone, Kozar was next, Kozar was gone, Toretta was next.
The transfer portal has been good to Miami, but I am very against it.
Because you miss knowing, right?
I don't hate that the kids are able to transfer, but I think it should be a one-time thing.
Yeah.
And it should be, these guys should be under contracts, like you said. And I also am not a playoff expansion guy, so even though my team is now able to play for a national title, I don't think they deserve to. I after 2 losses, I'm like,
I hear you.
We're not a national title. So there is changes that have helped Miami in the last few years that I am anti.
Yeah,
and especially the portal. I can't stand it.
Because the element here, Hayes, is I can tell nobody had a better. Florida State knew every year who the quarterback was going to be, and they waited their turn. Charlie Ward waited his turn. Chip Ferguson, Danny McManus waited his turn. Peter Tom Willis waited their, and they were all terrific. Casey Weldon, and then they were all terrific when they went and played because they had waited, and fans knew what to expect. You couldn't wait for that spring game because you knew I couldn't wait to go watch Shane Matthews play in the spring game, and Danny Werfel. That's over.
And you heard about this kid from high school, and he redshirted. You're pumped about how he's going to look. When they played Bethune, and they bring the backup in, I loved watching
because he's playing next year.
Exactly.
He's your guy next year.
Now it's like you'll never see this guy again.
And so I think that's. And again, I don't mean this to be old guy get off my lawn, but it is. I do miss that part of it.
And it does make you wonder. It hasn't happened yet. But it does make you wonder will there ever be a fan backlash to this system? Because everybody recognizes the system is terrible. There's nothing about the calendar that works. We see it in the Kiffin saga. We see it in every kid basically entering the portal except maybe a handful on each team.
Y'all's coach is on Twitter with 2 hats on.
Exactly.
Like, what?
We're about to play a playoff, a 12-team playoff, where how many of those schools have their coach from going into either there was their coach in week 1 or will have that coach in 2026? Tulane's out, James Madison's out, Ole Miss is out. That's 3 of 12 right there off the top of my head.
And there's assistants going other places.
Right. So it's but there's so much excitement, and this is the big thing. There's so much hatred in college football. There's so much of that. My team is going to beat your team. And so that's why I don't know that it will ever happen. But if there ever is a fan backlash, the sport's in trouble until because there's, to your point, Frank, there doesn't seem to be, I saw a story earlier this week that the athletic directors are now trying to get together and collectively bargain in something. Good luck. You're going to need to collectively bargain this. You're going to have to do it the way the NFL does it. It's going to have to be, I mean, is buttoned up as the NFL CBA is. And the odds of getting to that point are incredibly slim. So this is the system we're going to have. And my question is, it's not going to drive me away. I will watch Florida, Georgia. I will watch every Florida State game until I am no longer on this planet.
We're enablers.
But it does make me wonder, will the sport eventually, if this system continues, and I believe it is going to continue, will there be fans that say I just don't like the way it's set up. I am no longer a fan.
And I said this at the beginning of the year, and I'll say it again because it's a great question, but I know the answer. It will survive because I said this before the first game, Labor Day weekend. I said, college football's never been more screwed up. Never been more screwed up than it is right now. And I can't wait for Saturday. And that's how we all feel. Back with headlines after this.
The Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Wherever you go, there we are.
I know. I checked online.
1010XL is on your smartphone and tablet. Download our free app for all devices and take us with you around Duval and around the world. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
The good guys wanted no turbulence against their opponents, and they made sure there wouldn't be any on their opening drive. Trevor Lawrence led the team on a 9-play, 72-yard drive, capped off by a BTJ touchdown to give themselves a 7-0 lead with 10:18 left in the opening period. The 4-minute drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
Attention small business owners. Did you know you can get 100% tax deduction on a brand new Cadillac?
That's right. Choose your new Cadillac and qualify for a 2025 tax deduction of up to 100% of the purchase price.
There's never been a better time to own a Cadillac and drive your business forward in style.
Visit Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville today for incredible deals and expert advice.
Don't miss your chance. Experience the luxury you deserve and the savings you need.
Plus tax tag title, $9.99 admin fee and resistol on approved credit.
All this week, experience an international sporting event for free. The Predator Pro Billiard Series happens daily at the Hyatt Regency Riverfront. Admission is free, no tickets needed. Clear your schedule, grab a friend, and see top pool pros from 40 countries compete in both men's and women's tournaments. This is high-stakes, high-skill, championship-level billiards. Don't miss the Predator Pro Billiard Series all this week at the Hyatt Riverfront downtown. Details at ProBilliardSeries.com.
It's your lemon pepper guy, Leon Cersei here. My friends at Wingstop have the ultimate tailgate for you. Go to 1010XL.com to register to win a 100-piece wing party complete with fries, veggie sticks, and dips. That's 1010XL.com.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Some auto shops call it an inspection and flag any little thing. That's called a wallet flush. At AA Automotive, they don't play that game. They fix only what needs fixing. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Gather round. It's Hayes' Headlines, presented by Harrell and Harrell. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Hear all about it. Here's Hayes Carline.
Welcome back to the Frangie Show. We've got Frank Frangie. We've got JJ LaSelva. I am Hayes Carline. Thank you to our friends at Harrell and Harrell. Give them a call at 251-1111. They will take great care of you. Fantastic people. Frank, let's start with that Jaguars at Broncos matchup on Sunday, one of the best games of the entire NFL regular season. Let's start with the Jaguars' ability to affect Bo Nix. We've talked a lot about the Broncos and the 58 sacks that they have. How do you feel like Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker and company, Dennis Gardeck, will be able to affect Bo Nix?
They'll affect him. The good thing for Nix is he's very good off schedule. He's a very athletic guy. He's very good out of the pocket. The bad for Nix is sometimes he bails too early. My guess is you'll see a lot of feet. You'll see him moving a lot. They'll get to him some. More importantly, or just importantly, I think they'll flush him some. Get him off schedule and get him playing off schedule. Get him off balance and playing off schedule. Big key to the game.
Let's get it to around the NFL, but we're going to stay with the Broncos here. Denver safety Brandon Jones going to IR with a pec injury. He's the third leading tackler on the Broncos and has played 93% of their defensive snaps. So that excellent Broncos defense will be dealing with some recent attrition, losing a big-time safety.
And they like to play man outside. So certainly having a safety in the middle of the field that's that good when you do that is important. Yeah, they're really good on defense, but every man counts. That's a big loss for them.
Absolutely. The Commanders are shutting down Jaden Daniels for the rest of the season. Smart move?
Yeah, it is. There's nothing to play for anymore. He's really your future. He's got a chance to be a great, great player. Why risk it? I think it makes a lot of sense.
Let's get to college football. Florida linebacker Miles Graham has announced he will stay with the Gators. Yeah. Huge for John Sumrall.
Their best defensive player, and frankly, one of the best defensive players they've had there in years. He will be a candidate for all the linebacker awards. If the football team is good, he'll be a big reason why. That is a big, big, big keep. Probably his biggest keep so far.
Yeah, I would agree. Florida State's ACC slate for 2026 has been released by the league today. As JJ mentioned, it's pretty tricky. Home games against Clemson, NC State, SMU, and Virginia, all four pretty strong teams this year. road games at Boston College, Louisville, Miami, and Pitt.
Yeah.
That's not easy either, particularly if the BC and Pitt games are later in the year where you might have to be dealing with inclement weather. Tough road.
Yeah. When you're where
And that Pitt quarterback is going to be really good.
Very good player. When you're where Florida State is, that's a tough go. When you're where the Seminoles are right now, that's a tough go. Again, it's a very interesting, the whole circumstance, not firing Mike Norvell. Does he bring back the coordinators? Does Castellanos come back or not? Who plays quarterback if he doesn't? Do they go to the portal again? A fascinatingly interesting story.
Lenora Sellers is reportedly staying at South Carolina. Does that surprise you?
It does surprise me, but good for him. That's kind of a nice story. And now, look, from a Florida standpoint, it's not great because you got to play him next year, albeit in Gainesville, you got to play him. But that's what he came to prominence there. Rather than bailing and going to a bigger program, they found enough money. He said, I'm staying. Yeah, I listen, I know the portal and quarterbacks particularly transferring is all the rage, but it's kind of nice when a guy doesn't. I like it.
Arch Manning is staying at Texas, foregoing the draft. Does that surprise you?
No, and that's the smartest move. He is not. I think Arch Manning will play in the NFL. I don't know that he'll be generational as they suggested, but he needs another year. Sark's a very good quarterback coach. That's a very good move. And keep an eye on Texas. They underachieved this year, but the expectations, because of what happened this year, will not be nearly as enormous. Keep an eye on Texas next year.
And he got a lot better.
Yeah, he did.
As the year went.
Yeah, and because I think the pressure came off him too.
Yeah. And you start out at Ohio State against that defense.
After
it's
a while,
good luck.
After a while, he was just a quarterback playing free and easy.
Yeah, well, no doubt about it. I've been meaning to ask you this, so I'm going to do it now.
Right.
Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman over the weekend. Did you agree with that?
I voted for him. I voted. I meant to tweet this out. They allow us to tweet it out or say it after the vote. I went. Mendoza 1, Diego Pavia 2. I went Gunnar Stockton 3.
Okay.
He didn't get a lot of votes,
No, he
but
finished 7th.
Yeah, I thought he has a lot to do with Georgia's success. I think he elevated that Georgia offense. I went with him 3rd. The running back love from Notre Dame. I thought about it, but I went Mendoza, Pavia, Gunnar Stockton with my 3.
Was it close, Mendoza Pavia for you?
It was, but I thought that when it's that close, what Pavia did for Vanderbilt was spectacular. Mendoza led Indiana to being the best team in the country.
Right.
And I mean, they might win the national championship. And this is the guy that they flew in from playing at Cal a year ago. It was close, but I knew I had a pretty good idea where I was going. Even before they beat Ohio State, I had an idea where I was going to go, and then after that, it was easy.
And Mendoza had the best Heisman moment of the regular season, the comeback against Penn State.
No question.
So, yeah, a very worthy Heisman winner in kind of a down year, but congratulations to Mendoza and the Hoosiers. Let's get it to golf. Scotty Scheffler wins the Nicklaus Award for the 4th straight year for Player of the Year honors. First since Tiger Woods in 99 to 2003. What a run for Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, and it's not over.
My money's on 5 straight.
Yeah. It's not over. It's amazing because as great as Tiger Woods was, his dramatic lifestyle was always going to be a potential hurdle for him. Whether it was partying, whether it was working out so much that he started pulling all the muscles. Scheffler could not be a more regular guy. He's going to work out, but he's not going to be gym guy.
Remember when Tiger was doing his Navy SEAL?
Blew out his knee.
Right.
You're never going to see Scheffler's injury was he was making raviolis at his house and cut his hand
Correct.
on a wine glass.
I mean, Scheffler's your next door neighbor.
Yes.
He's the guy out there grilling steaks outside. He's just a regular guy. So, yet he's not a slob. He keeps himself in good shape. Who knows how long this thing's going? I mean, who knows? I think he's in the middle of it. I don't think he's at the end of it. I think he's in the middle of this run.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited for golf. I've missed golf.
Yeah,
I don't really think about it in September and October because obviously you're so excited for the start of football getting going. But once we now I'm at the point where I'm kind of taking football for granted.
Yeah.
Which I hate, but I do it every year.
Yeah.
And it's now like I kind of have to work to watch. Like I had to work to watch last night's Steelers-Dolphins game.
Right.
And
that was so bad.
It was so bad. But I watched it. But I almost feel like now it's almost like a chore. Whereas then August, if you give me a preseason game, I'm like counting the minutes till it starts.
You've had an effect on my golf fandom because you're pretty much a football and golf fan. You like the NCAA tournament, particularly if Florida's in it. But that's about it. you're a football and golf guy. You don't care about baseball. Neither one of us care about hockey. You know, we all watch the Olympics when they come around.
Yeah, I don't care about the NBA.
So I'm kind of like I'm a diehard baseball fan. I'd like to say I'm a college basketball fan, but who am I kidding? I watch the tournament. I watch the Gators. So if I'm being honest, and so I'm a football baseball guy. But our friendship with Lee Smith and what a great analyst he's become, and the way the players has blown up, since working with you, I've become even more of a golf fan. So I'm like you. I'm really excited about the golf season. I truly am.
We'll be doing Loser Mondays before you know it, and hopefully, hopefully as we sell, hopefully we'll be celebrating. We'll be in the afterglow of a Super Bowl,
and we need to spend more time talking about how awful JJ was in losing
we
Monday.
really do.
Because the way he's just destroying us in picks. We need to go back to that. I mean, it's not even the
What's he even? I'm so far out. I didn't even tallied it up.
I actually had a pretty good week.
Okay.
But we're so far behind him.
Oh, what's he up now?
I haven't
12, 15. It's got to be a ton.
By picking the Dolphins, that should be like -5.
He's wearing us out so bad. So.
All right, I'll get you out on today's musical note. This week, we're going to celebrate some of the best songs from 1985 that have celebrated a 40th anniversary this year. Today's honoree is Aha, who gave us this
choice.
80s staple, Take On Me, one of the greatest music videos ever made, and the song got all the way up to #1 on the Billboard chart.
This, by the way, this mid-80s stuff, this is really your wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is you're racing to work to do these things today, aren't you? You really are.
I can't wait for tomorrow's.
Well done as always. We've got hour 2 coming up on the program on a Tuesday. Stay with us.
It's the ride home with the Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Putting the fence in defense.
The ball comes out! The ball has come out!
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Chevrolet wishes you and your family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. The holidays are in full swing at Nimnick Chevrolet. Right now, they've up to 20% off a new Silverado, or get financing rates as low as 0% on models including Silverado, Equinox, and Trailblazer during the Red Tag Sales event. Nimnick Chevrolet is the largest inventory on the ground, ready for you to explore. So shop online 24/7 at nimnickchevy.com or visit the dealership at Park and Cabot. Who's got more new vehicles at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnick Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Have a ball picking the bowls.
You've got the chance to win $1,000 in jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Brought to you by Burlock and Barrel American Whiskey.
You pick 'em.
Log on to 1010XL.com and start picking.
Frank Frangie here. These days, it's hard to know which companies to trust. But when it comes to banking, I trust South State Bank. South State truly values its customers, and they work hard to create meaningful, lasting relationships. I love going into my local branch. I see the same smiling faces I've seen for years. South State is the largest bank headquartered in Florida, so they're able to offer all the banking services you need. You can trust South State Bank. Banking forward. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 48th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach open 7 days a week in December.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
Check.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, adorable mascot for Checkmate Coatings.
If you're thinking of refinishing your garage floor, there's 2 things you need to know about us. My family has been in the concrete coatings industry for more than 40 years.
And I was drawn 6 months ago by an artist in New Jersey.
Why is that even relevant?
Well, you said 40 years experience, so I had to give them something.
Over the years, we've worked closely with major manufacturers to develop a multi-layer application process that creates beautiful, durable, and long-lasting floors.
So even decades from now, your garage floor will look as gorgeous as it did the day it was installed.
Experience?
Check. Durable?
Check. Decades of experience making garage floors gorgeous? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
When plumbing problems strike, don't settle for just any plumber. Make the superior choice with Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. We don't just fix leaks, we fix them right. With honesty, fair pricing, and innovative solutions that can save you thousands. From camera inspections of your pipes to trenchless pipelining that repairs cast iron pipes without tearing up your yard. We go way beyond the drip and clog at Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. No gimmicks, no upsells, just superior service every time. Make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
I'm Max Fink with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Superior Fireworks. Another Gators player will be hitting the transfer portal. Sophomore wide receiver Aiden Mizell. Mizell caught 19 passes for 177 yards with 1 score during the 2025 season. Be sure to get your tickets to the 81st annual TaxSlayer Gator Bowl between Virginia and Missouri on Saturday, December 27th in Everbank Stadium. Head to TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com. It's 56 degrees at 5 o'clock time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
It's a Nimnick Tuesday on The Frangie Show. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941.
We thank our friends from the Nimnick Family Dealership. Nimnick Chevrolet is on Castet Avenue. I bought my first car there by myself. First time I ever did it in 1982. My friend Billy Nimnick Jr., God rest his soul, showed me how to buy cars. I did it. Been buying them there ever since, from his son Billy III and so many of those other folks at Nimnick. We sure do appreciate them. Nimnick Chevrolet is on Castet, and Nimnick Buick GMC is on Phillips Highway. Frangie and Carline and La Selva, you done your shopping?
I actually have. I'm pretty much finished.
Do you order online and you go?
Everything.
But no. So if you order it online, doesn't Jean see it?
No.
Well, how does she not see it? She doesn't get the mail? Doesn't get the,
what do you mean? Like, she might see a box.
So you put your name on the box and then she
I always just tell my wife, like, for the next few weeks, don't open any boxes.
Okay, so that's the rule.
Yeah.
Okay,
and, like, if she gets some for me, she'll put her name on it. I'll put my name on the other. Sometimes, though, when you order something, it has, like, the brand of the thing on it. And it could only be one thing. And it's like, oh, my God.
See, I can't order. Number one, my wife gets everything that comes to our house. Number two, there's never been a day in the history of our marriage, even before they had Amazon, that something didn't get delivered to our house. There's never a day. You think I'm kidding? I'm not making this up. There's not a day when something doesn't come to our house. It's all Frank's radio guy being fun. No, there's not a day that something. So it's always coming. So I can't do it that way. So it's harder for me. So I still shop.
You do.
I shop.
Okay.
I kind of know what she wants, and she kind of knows what she's getting. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. You got me those again.
I
got you those again.
I envy that. Knowing exactly what she wants. Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Well,
that sounds delightful.
Yeah, well,
I'm just like walking around. Oh, she might she might wear that.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm 35 years in now, so we've had some practice, So, but
yeah, it's sort of the best of both worlds, because I know the staples that Jean likes that she's gonna want every Christmas. So that's the vast majority of what the other thing with Jean, we've talked about this before, her birthday is December 20th, so her birthday is Saturday,
right?
So
she's got to get ready.
Victory.
So
you got to get ready for birthday and Christmas, which I didn't like at the time.
Bro,
but Frank was able to show me
Hey, by the way, I just got
the good in that.
Yeah, by the way.
And there is some good in that, for sure.
By the way, I just got a text and my wife's listening, so be careful. Okay, be careful what you say about.
What's her birthday?
Today.
Oh,
happy birthday, Suzanne.
Suzanne's
That's
birthday
great.
is today. Happy birthday, honey. But we celebrated on Saturday.
Okay.
So we had a big celebration on Saturday for her birthday. So we celebrated. We had our walk-off, as you know, our walk-off charities donor party on Friday night, and then we had Suzanne's birthday on Saturday. Yeah, but so today's her birthday. But she hates it, by the way. Does Jean hate?
Jean hates it.
Yeah, Suzanne hates. Suzanne says it's not fair. She said her birthday should be months away from Christmas.
Right.
It's tough
I love
to share it with Jesus.
I love it. Well,
you're always going to be number two.
No, and she's always said her sister, by the way, her sister's birthday is tomorrow. Okay. So she said, listen, December is good. There's me, there's Jesus, there's Beth, so there's all that. So, but no, she hates it. She absolutely hates the fact.
Yeah.
I love it because I can go get it all. Get a bunch of
That's
it.
one way to look at it.
I remember complaining to Frank 5 years ago about this, and he was like, "Can you be coached?
Yeah.
Let me coach you. Let me explain to you how this works.
You know,
you really only have to worry about it once a year,
That's
and
exactly
you're done.
right.
And
That's
then,
gold.
Yeah, and there is some
great.
truth to that.
Yeah, yes, it's awesome. It's awesome for us. They hate it, so there's that. So, but anyway, but the more stuff comes to our house, so I'm convinced. I've brought in some stuff boxes that my presents are in there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What's that?" Suzanne goes, "Don't worry about it." But again, something comes every day, so that might not be the case. So there certainly is that. By the way, I'm now convinced more than ever that the lights and trees and all stuff, we weren't quite as bad about this. I'm not kidding you. Before Thanksgiving, half our neighborhood was lit up.
Oh, it's earlier and earlier.
It's before Thanksgiving.
This year especially.
Before Thanksgiving, half our neighborhood was lit up. I've never seen anything like it.
It's amazing, some of the decorations that people have, and it's great. I love walking our dogs at night, and it's gorgeous. I mean, I enjoy the Halloween stuff they put out too, but the Christmas is incredible in terms of the. I don't ever remember as a kid people like being like willing to spend the money.
It was just lights and maybe like.
But I mean, now it's like it's amazing the decorations.
They're
that
like
people have in
timed.
their yards.
You know, they have music timed with the lights,
or they'll have
like,
big statues isn't the right thing, but you know what I'm saying. Big inflatable blow up things, and it's really cool.
By the way, we had her party. I say our party. We had 8 of us for dinner on Saturday night. We have Kimmy, our chef, comes and cooks for us, which is really kind of good stuff.
That's a party.
That's a party. And Suzanne mandated that everybody wore pajamas.
Oh, that's cool.
Pajama party.
Pajama, yeah. Not a grown-up pajama. Now, I might have worn sweats, but I mean, a grown-up pajama party. How about that? That's what we do with the Frangies, okay? We live life on the edge, okay? So there's certainly that.
The debauchery that goes on there, I don't even want to know.
There's no question. Let's take a break. We've got an NFL Rewind coming up. That's next. Stay with us.
The Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Speed.
45-50.
Talent.
How high can you leap?
Opportunity.
Just when they needed it most.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
This is Hayes Carlion for Harold and Harold. I was at lunch with my good friend Holt, and he was telling me that sometimes a lawyer can get more from a case than their own client. I was surprised to hear this, but Holt said that doesn't happen with Harold and Harold. They'll never take a fee that is greater than their own client. When they say they treat their clients as a person and not a file, they mean it. Hopefully you won't need them, but if you're ever injured, call Harold and Harold at 904-251-1111. That's 904-251-1111.
Frank Frangie here for Stanley Pools. If you're dreaming of putting in a pool this year, choosing the right company is the most important decision you'll make. I've trusted Stanley Pools to build my pool, renovate my pool, and maintain my pool. Stanley Pools has been the best in the business since 1988, and they're still family-owned. Call them today at 904-269-7277 or find them online at StanleyPoolsFL.com. That's Stanley Pools, a family tradition of fine swimming pools.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Wing Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi are on a mission to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. I've instructed my team to take every reasonable offer. We won't lose your business over price. Thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to move. Get year-end savings, top dollar for your trade, and the easiest car buying experience ever. But hurry, these deals end when we hit 2,000, and we ain't leaving nothing on the table. Make it a December to remember, only at Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Hey, Hicken here. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, the best time of year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, all happening at once. And while you and I are out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right. Prize Picks. And boy, talk about all the great features. Prize Picks now has early payout. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Hey, my fantasy football season's cooked, but with Prize Picks, we don't have to wait until next year's draft. Prize Picks lets you play fantasy football every week. Pick your favorite players and win when they hit their projections every week. No draft required. Here's what you do. Download that Prize Picks app today. It's so easy. Use code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineup after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Running a small business is tough, so the Florida Small Business Development Center at UNF provides a free business checkup, a personalized analysis that helps you boost profits, your online presence, and increase your company's value. No cost, no strings attached. It's guidance from experts who understand what it takes to succeed in business, whether you're just starting out or ready to expand. It's time to act. Complete a request for consulting at unf.edu/SBDC.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
It's a Nimnick Tuesday on The Frangie Show. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941.
We love our NFL Rewind. Let's get started in Arrowhead.
And Pacheco remains the back, and Minshew to the air. And deep, and intercepted! It's picked off! Derwin James gets it!
The Chargers put an end to the Chiefs' playoff hopes with a 16-13 win. LA held KC to just 239 yards and forced 2 turnovers. The Chiefs also lost superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes to an ACL tear. The Chargers remain the AFC's 5 seed at 10-4, and it's just stunning that the Kansas City Chiefs, before we even get to Christmas, eliminated.
By the way, that was Kevin Harlan on the call. His best call was when the big defensive lineman intercepted the pass.
The hair.
He goes, it's a thick pick. He goes, he's a big man with a lot of hair. He was good. It's hard to believe. I hate it for Mahomes. I hope he comes back because that's a bad injury. But I hope he bounces back. And, even the great ones fall at some point. And I'm not sure the Chiefs are done forever. But they're done for now. You could see it coming.
I think they might be done forever.
Well, we'll see.
Because what's really held the Chiefs back is they haven't brought in and developed any young talent with that aging core.
I agree.
So, with Chris Jones, Kelsey getting older, I mean, Mahomes is still fantastic. But, they haven't, they tried, Edwards-Helaire wasn't a good pick, and like Worthy, and they've tried like Sky Moore, and they drafted like Jalen Royals this year.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
They just haven't been able to hit on anything around them, and it's finally caught up to them. By the way, what a win for the Chargers. They swept Kansas City this year, but for a team that is really dealing with probably the worst offensive line attrition of any team when you consider the vast resources they put into it. And again, it wasn't pretty on offense. They only scored 16 points, but that defense and Harbaugh's style, boy, I mean, what a year they're having considering the attrition they're dealing with on offense.
And to that end, what a 7-team matchup the AFC playoffs are going to be. I mean, maybe you can make the point that the NFC North champ, whoever it is, isn't particularly good. But if it's the Ravens, it's still a team with heritage. Well, the Steelers, too. Both teams with heritage. But the other 6, that's going to be 6 good football teams, man. It really is.
It's going to be fantastic. JJ, take us to Foxborough.
Allen steps up. He's got room in front of him. Pulls the trigger. End zone. Touchdown. A bullet.
Buffalo stages an amazing comeback to beat New England 35-31. The Bills were down 21-0 in this game. Bills running back James Cook scored 3 times, while quarterback Josh Allen threw for 3 scores. Buffalo moved to 10-4, a game back of the 11-3 Patriots. So the Bills still the 6th seed. The Patriots are the current 2 seed. But obviously that is a race that will bear watching probably right till the end.
Yeah, and if that holds, we've talked about it, the 3 seed isn't going to be happy, because you're going to wind up seeing that 6th seed. And the Bills will be one of the best 6 seeds of all time. If it holds, that'll be one of the. If it holds and if they hold at 6, it'll be one of the best 6 seeds of all time.
Without a doubt, we're off to Mile High.
On a 2nd and 15, Nix to the end zone. Franklin has it. Touchdown, Broncos.
Denver wins its 11th straight game, taking down Green Bay 34-26. Broncos quarterback Bo Nix threw for 302 yards and 4 touchdowns. Denver leads the AFC at 12-2 with the best record in the NFL. The Packers are now 9-4-1, and they drop to the NFC 7 seed. The NFC is a great race too, because you saw it with the Bears last week. You saw it with the Packers this week. You can go from 1 to 7 in a hurry with 1 loss.
And that was an impressive win by the Broncos, because they looked like they were getting beat. When Josh Jacobs broke off that 20-30 yard touchdown and made it 23-14, I had a feeling the Packers were going to pull away, and then the Broncos never flinched. And after that play, it was all Broncos. That was a good win for Denver.
Without a doubt. Let's head to SoFi.
Stafford now going to float one far corner. Brought in and caught for the touchdown. Colby Parkinson. What a catch.
The Rams gained 519 yards in a 41-34 win over the Lions. LA running back Kyron Williams ran for 2 touchdowns, while quarterback Matthew Stafford threw for 2. The Rams are the current NFC 1 seed at 11-3. The Lions are out right now at 8-6, and it's getting late for Detroit.
Yeah, the Rams, by the way, have about 10 tight ends, and they're all really good.
That was a terrible call, by the way. He was down at the 1. I was shocked that
they reviewed it.
They reviewed it, and it was stunning,
unexplainable.
Even the replay analyst was like, "I don't know how they possibly."
And they always stick up for the refs.
Yeah,
right. The Rams are good. The Rams might be the best team. It's going to be that grouping of Rams and Seahawks and Broncos and Patriots and all those teams clumped together with the best records. The Rams might be the best of the group.
And man, for Detroit, if you don't get into the tournament this year with all that talent,
I know.
What a disappointment for the Lions. I mean, they got upset last year by Washington.
Yeah.
Everybody thought maybe it was Detroit's year. Last year, that fan base aching for a Super Bowl appearance, but it's looking bleak.
And there was going to be a lot of question with Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn gone, what they would be. Well, they've been a good football team, but something's missing. There was an electricity to them last year that's not there this year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's get it to Seattle.
The NFC Special Teams Player of the Month for November, who's 5 of 5 on his field goal tries today. Out of the hold of Michael Dixon. Myers, kick on the way, and it is good! Myers delivers!
Yeah, Jason Myers might be holding on to that title of Special Teams Player of the Month in December as well. The former Jaguars kicker nailed 6 field goals for the Seahawks as they survive a gutsy Colts squad 18-16. Myers made a 56-yard field goal with 18 seconds to play. The Colts started 44-year-old quarterback Phillip Rivers, who survived but struggled as the Colts lost their 4th straight game. Seattle improved to 11-3. They remain the NFC's current 5 seed. Indianapolis is 8-6 and will need something magical to get back in the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, Jason Myers always got a cannon leg. He had a cannon leg here. We've had some cannon leg kickers around here. I'll say that. Of all the things the Jags haven't had over the years, they've certainly had that. That was 2 good teams. And I'll say, I'll give the Colts credit now. That was on the road against a really good team, and with an old quarterback who just got there. And that was a gritty performance by the Colts. I mean, because I'm a Jags guy, I'm glad they didn't win. But that was a gritty performance by them. It really was.
Yeah, I totally agree. We close things out in Pittsburgh.
Try to go to the air here. Rodgers end zone's got his man. Touchdown, Marquez Valdez Scantling. On 3rd down. Got it to DK Metcalf. And fighting his way for the touchdown.
Unbelievable play there by DK Metcalf on that catch and run. The Steelers win their 23rd straight home game on Monday Night Football as they dispatched.
That's an amazing stat.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I had no idea until they flashed it up in midway through the 4th quarter. That is stunning. It's unbelievable how good the Steelers have been at home on Monday Night Football. They dispatched the Dolphins 28-15. Pittsburgh quarterback Aaron Rodgers threw 2 touchdowns without a turnover. The Steelers remain in the lead in the AFC North with an 8-6 record. The Dolphins were eliminated at 6-8.
Yeah, a couple of thoughts. First, the Steelers. Even all those years covering the Steelers, I didn't realize that. I want to repeat the stat you just said. Since 1971, they've had 23 Monday night home games and won them all.
It's crazy.
I mean,
I'll give you another crazy stat from a former Steeler. He said it today, Leon.
Yeah.
He's 12-0 in Monday Night Football games.
How about that?
Oh, wow.
Well,
and most of them obviously with the Steelers.
Well, they're 23-0 in home. I think they're 14-1.
Crazy.
14-1 in their last 15 games on Monday night.
Wow.
14-1. I mean,
what do you chalk that up to?
Because
you can't just say it's luck. I mean, there's got to be something to it.
I do think there's an electricity in that stadium. I've been in it a lot. I think it's part of it. I think that both teams feel that a little bit. But the amazing thing about it was they really haven't been all that good a team for the last 10 years. You know, I mean, certainly part of that is in the 70s, and then again, they're really good. Part of it is just they were really
dominating.
They were really good.
Now they're just good.
Yeah. But it's just. But I think there's some electricity in the stadium. I think there are expectations. I think there's a reason Alabama always beats Vandy, although they don't lately. But I think there's expectations. But it's a pretty amazing stat. It really is.
Absolutely. That's going to do it for our NFL Rewind.
All right. Well done as well, as always. As you look at the NFL, and it's fun for us to say this because we're in it. You know, there's so many times this time of year we're having these conversations.
Yeah, we probably would have ditched this segment
a
month ago if the Jaguars were 2-10.
But there's so many times this time of year we're having this conversation, and it's a fun conversation. We look, but we're not in it, right? It's so much fun now because we're in this thing. But I will tell you, this NFL playoffs, I honest to God, and when they first went to 14 and one team in each conference gets to bye, it felt clunky, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it didn't seem.
I still don't love it.
Yeah, and I don't think I love it either.
They'll change it.
Yeah, I do too. It still feels there's an awkwardness to it. But boy, oh boy, this year it's going to be really.
So many random teams in the AFC, and like the teams that you've just known to be in there for the last 5 years, they're not there.
Well, that's the beauty of the NFL.
It's going to be really weird in the AFC.
That's the beauty of the NFL, is it changes. The NFL, the NFL, who's good, who's not, who's hot, who's not. The NFL is really good about half the teams not making the playoffs the next year, which is kind of the stat.
The thing that's so weird, too, about this season is there's no middle class. It's the great teams and then the terrible teams. Like
so many blowouts.
There's very few teams that are really vying for it. When like the Colts are 8-6, they're a game back of the Texans, but they're the only team that's a game back. Baltimore is 2 games back. Now they're a game back in their division, but in terms of a wild card berth, so there really isn't like a big battle for the 7 seed right now. I mean, Houston looks like they're only going to go up, if anything. And then it's the same thing in the NFC.
Don't you think this is the most amount of helpless teams you've ever seen in the NFL?
And
like the lack of parity this year.
And more double-digit win teams immediately.
Yes.
You've already got, let's see, in the NFC, the Rams have won 11, the Bears have won 10, the Seahawks have won 11, the 49ers have won 10. And then in the AFC, you've got 5 teams that have already won double-digit amount of games. So it just doesn't feel like we normally have the upper class, the lower class, and no middle class.
There's no parity.
But there's very little. There's not much of a race because I don't think the Colts have any chance.
No.
So if they're your best bet in the AFC, your 7 are in. I think the 7 that are in the AFC, that's going to be the 7, unless the Ravens can catch the Steelers for the division title. And it plays the same way in the NFC. Like the Bucs and Panthers are fighting to win the NFC South. They both have a 7-7 record and still play 2 more times. But Detroit's at 8-6, but Green Bay's 9-4-1, and they're the 7. So you're more than a game back. And I don't even know if I'm assuming they still have to play another game, but Detroit, for all their talent, they're probably out. I mean, it's interesting how there really isn't much of a battle to get in, but the jockeying 1 through 7 on both conferences, it's incredibly fascinating.
Any chance Phillip Rivers and Indy playing at home beat the 49ers?
I don't think so.
I don't know. What about it, JJ?
I would go the opposite way. Like I said yesterday, I think that everyone on the Colts was all in on that Seattle game, you know, just because they were looked at as such a joke. We're going to prove everyone wrong. And now that they didn't get the win, it's I think it might get ugly in that game.
That's what Hayes thinks. We'll see. I think the Colts might win that game. I hope not. But I think they.
That would be a shock of all shocks. Yeah, honestly, that would be the story of the week.
I mean, again, for whatever reason you talk about, for whatever, like you said, all in this, it took a long bomb field goal to beat them at the end of the game.
Right after they just kicked what they thought was the winning.
Right.
Field goal.
They definitely played with a chip.
No question.
In Seattle.
Yeah.
And does that translate to Monday night? It might. Monday night at home against San Francisco. It could.
Oh, it's Monday night. Okay.
Yeah, it is Monday Night Football. I also think it helps the 49ers, although they just defensively they were lucky to beat the Titans.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying.
But I kind of think that the 49ers are, now that they've at least got one game on Rivers, I think it'll be tough. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'll say this. It's of all the games this week, it's a really interesting game. No question about it. We'll take a break. More in a moment. Stay with us.
It's the ride home with The Frangie Show. From the Harrell and Harrell studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here for the best weight loss program that I've ever been on. I hear some of my friends telling me about this medication they're on, or that medication they're on, or this shot they're taking. And I stop them and say, well, wait a minute. I lost over 100 pounds doing it the all-natural way with Awaken 180 weight loss. There was no medications. There was no shot once a week. There was the coaching I received from Awaken 180. There's the plan they put me on, and you see the results. Over 100 pounds of weight loss in less than a calendar year. The coaching I got was phenomenal. Not only did it help me lose the weight, it's helping me keep the weight off now that I'm in the maintenance program. Awaken 180 is the best weight loss program I've ever been on, and I tried them all. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast orthopedic specialist, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Jacksonville, hunting season is here, and nobody gears you up like Green Acres Sporting Goods, home of the largest archery pro shop in Northeast Florida. They've got everything for all seasons: archery, black powder, and general gun season. Green Acres is a fully stocked Browning dealer with ammo, accessories, and safes. Don't miss out on Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday, happening now through the end of the year. Gear up today at greenacresporting.com.
Custom Home Builders, fed up with your electrical and low voltage companies that ghost you mid-project, sparking delays? Unreliable subs and poor electrical work that derails your schedules? Denny Thompson here for Tyson Inc., experts in seamless electrical services for your custom builds. Pre-construction planning, integration, and installation. No hassle. Your homeowners will love the new Tyson showroom. Home builders team up with Tyson for your next home building project. TysonInc.com.
It's December. You need cash. You also need a new Kia Fast. At Kia Atlantic, you can get both because it's our year-end cash bash. And during the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event, make no payments for up to 6 months. Or take advantage of 0% APR. Hurry and get to the year-end cash bash. Online at KiaAtlantic.com. Kia Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
Today on the program, we talked a lot about Jags and Broncos. We broke down the incredible similarities statistically between Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix. Well, I want to re-hit that again in a minute. We talked all about the game, the matchup, and how big a game it is, and what it would mean to the Jags to win that game. Gators in the portal. You now know that DJ Lagway yesterday said he was going to the portal. Not coincidentally, one day later, Aaron Philo, the young quarterback that Buster Faulkner thinks so highly of, now the word has gotten out that he's going to the portal, so most people believe he's coming to Florida and will compete with Tramel Jones for that job. It all kind of starts coming together a little bit. So we certainly talked about that a little bit today. We talked all about the NFL week and what a crazy year it's going to be and has been so far in the NFL. I want to get to college football very quickly. Before I do, I want to read this stat again because I read at the top of the program. For people that weren't listening, Bo Nix and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, total yards from scrimmage or total offense, as it were, 3,512. Bo Nix, 3,510. 2 yards separate them. Pretty amazing. Both have thrown 23 touchdown passes. Trevor's thrown 11 picks. Nix has thrown 9. Trevor has passed for 32-10. Nix for 32-56. Trevor's run for 302. Nix for 254. Trevor's run for 6 touchdowns. Nix for 4. Trevor's carried it 66 times. Bo's carried it 62 times. It's just uncanny, isn't it, that the stats are that similar 14 games in?
They're really not that far apart either in passer rating. Nix is 18th in the league at 89.7, and Trevor's moved up to 24th. He was like 27 a few weeks ago when we talked about it. He's at 87.9. So, I mean, very, very similar numbers. And the biggest thing is both coming in off of incredibly dominant performances. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence did something that no one's ever done in the NFL in its history.
Right.
So it's hard to be hotter than that. And Bo Nix coming off a 302-yard, 4-touchdown, no interception performance in beating Green Bay. So 2 of the AFC's up-and-coming star quarterbacks, both playing an incredibly high level. It should be such a fantastic matchup, and hopefully the Jaguars get it done. I think the Jaguars are going there and winning. I can't tell you the only gut I have is this. The Jaguars are obviously playing very well, and I'm a huge believer in Liam Cohen. I also just don't think you win 12 straight games in this league anymore. And Denver, to me, we saw it with the Patriots. Yeah. The Patriots have won a bunch of games in a row. They got up 21-0 on the Bills on Sunday at home, couldn't close it out. To me, the Broncos are due for a game where maybe you're not dreadful for the whole 60 minutes, but you're dreadful for a half. And that'll be enough to sink them.
What a win it would be if they do. We'll take one more time out, come back. I want to talk a little college football. I'll talk about the playoffs a little bit and say hello to Rick Ballou. That's after this.
The Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The college football 12-team playoff begins this week with 4 first-round games. Oklahoma hosting Alabama. The Crimson Tide favored by 1.5, -118. The Sooners -102. The over-under at 40.5. While the Texas A&M Aggies will be home in College Station Saturday, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. The Aggies are a 3.5-point favorite, -160. Miami +132. Over-under 51.5. Ole Miss is a 17.5-point favorite over Tulane and Oxford. The Rebels at -900, Green Wave +590, and Oregon favored over James Madison by 21.5 with the over-under at 49.5.
Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com.
I'm Tony Desiri with your Visa in Action update on 1010XL.
Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and Reach for same-day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm Holt Harrell. The holidays are a time we come together as family. These are the moments and memories we cherish. While we miss our loved ones who can't be with us, we enjoy each other's company and look forward to the hope and promises the new year brings. From my family and all of us at Harold and Harold, we wish you and your family the very best for this holiday season. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
Nimnick Chevrolet wishes you and your family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And they hope your holiday season is just terrific. And oh, by the way, the holidays are in full swing at Nimnick Chevrolet. Right now, save up to 20% off a new Silverado or get financing rates as low as 0% on models including Silverado, Equinox, and Trailblazer during the Red Tag Sales event. Now, unlike most dealerships, Nimnick Chevrolet is the largest inventory on the ground, ready for you to explore. With the extensive selection, you're sure to find your perfect truck or SUV at Nimnick. And remember, Nimnick will always give you top dollar for your trade. Want an even better deal? Ask about those terrific demo models for deeper discount. Shop online 24/7 at nimnickchevy.com or visit the dealership conveniently located at the corner of Park and Cassett. So who's got more new vehicles at the absolute best prices? Nobody but Nimnick. Head to Nimnick today. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey, 1010XL fans, it's game time, but don't get sidelined from the fun. The JTA Game Day Express is the smartest way to get to the bank on time. It's all sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. There are 5 convenient pickup locations across the River City, but remember, Game Day Express is cashless. All passes must be purchased through the MyJTA mobile app. Get your $10 pass today. For all of your game day needs, go to myjtafla.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
It's a Nimnik Tuesday on the Frangie Show. Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941.
We appreciate our friends from Nimnik, the best place to buy cars. Nimnik Chevrolet and Cats at Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway. Friday night in Norman, Oklahoma. The Crimson Tide come call. Oklahoma's not going to beat them again, are they? Not going to beat them a third time in a row,
I
are
don't
they?
think so. I think I'm going to pick Alabama in that game.
What a fun game.
But it is a great game.
What a fun game.
It's a great weekend. I mean, you have a great NFL game Thursday night. You get the Alabama OU game Friday night. And then obviously Saturday you get a tremendous day of NFL and college football playoff.
What do you think is happening mid-morning Saturday at the La Selvas? Bloody Marys at 9:30.
Yeah, give us the whole rundown.
An omelet, maybe an omelet with mushrooms.
A stressed young man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we play at noon, 10 a.m. I gotta.
You got a bloody. You gotta have a bloody.
I'm not a huge Bloody Mary guy. I don't like tomato juice, but I love a screwdriver.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Vodka OJ. Have about 3 of those before kickoff, and I'll be ready.
What's the key to that game, in your opinion?
I would say our secondary against their receivers. Their receiving core is sick. Casey Concepcion. Watch out for that dude. Super fast. I think there's going to be turnovers for both sides. I think it's going to be kind of like, we haven't played in a few weeks, neither have they. It might take both teams a little bit to get into it. But if our secondary can sort of hold these wide receivers to, under 100 yards each, I think Miami could win the game.
Am I a bad Gator that I'm kind of rooting for Miami?
No, yes. I don't like Texas A&M.
Because if it was FSU or Georgia, I wouldn't, right? I mean, if it was Tennessee, I wouldn't. So, but
Miami has never bothered me. I can't explain it. I don't necessarily pull for Miami, but I probably will pull for Miami against. I don't like Texas A&M at all.
And I mean, JJ, Toretta, Zagacki, my buddies. Carson Beck's there. I'm kind of pulling for Miami. I
hope Carson doesn't have one of his
bad games.
Yes, it was very rare for him this year, but when it happened, it was so bad. It was 4 picks, and they basically cost this whole team the game. But I expect great things from Miami, honestly. They've just been playing so freaking good lately. I'm usually a pessimistic guy. I still think they'll lose, the environment and everything like that, but I think they're going to play well. I think it'll be a close game.
What about Tulane and Ole Miss?
I mean,
can John Summerall hang around? Is John Summerall Pete Golding? Oh, talk about a matchup of coaches.
Yeah, I would think it'll be similar to the regular season game, which was Ole Miss in a bloodbath.
Yeah.
I would imagine Ole Miss, if anything, might be even more reinvigorated with the Kiffin thing. Talk about a chip on the shoulder for that whole staff.
Going out to prove everybody
So
wrong.
I think Tulane's getting ready to walk into a buzzsaw, and we've already seen this once. That's what's so weird about it's a bad matchup anyway, Tulane and Ole Miss, but it's even further compounded by the fact it's a rematch.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah. And this is, as much as I appreciate teams having the opportunity to get there, it sure would be nice if it was Notre Dame, Ole Miss, and Vandy, Oregon, or whoever. It would sure be nice if we had that.
Yeah, out of the 4 games, 2 of them are rematches.
It's
which is random, but it sucks.
And and then you get James Madison.
Luckily, there's an NFL
it's a
game.
3-touchdown. Yeah,
At the exact same time, there's a good NFL game on Saturday night during the James Madison game.
Yeah, for both those games, you got Philly, Washington at 5. and then it in the nightcap you've got Chicago's hosting. Who is it? Chicago has Green Bay.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Yeah, so I'll probably watch more of that. I'll watch some. Well, it's my wife's birthday, so I'll be at dinner. But once I'm done with all that stuff, and I can actually watch
the look of
sports.
Gene, I hope you're not listening, because the look of disdain on his face when he pointed that out was just a beautiful
Thought I was
moment.
gonna have to hit the dump button for a second.
That was just a beautiful moment. I will be at dinner. I think we're having our Jaguar broadcast Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
In Denver. So I'll be at probably getting a steak in Denver.
I'm sure that'll be at a Hardee's.
It will probably
somewhere.
It's I do know where it is, and I won't tell you, but it's not Hardee's. I will tell you that. So we're having that. We're kind of looking forward to that. Our gang kind of hanging out together.
It does suck that the Miami game is obviously the best one of the day, and it's at noon.
I know.
11 a.m. local.
But that's smart. They didn't want it to go up against.
True.
They knew it was their
NFL.
best asset. The two best games are in the weirdest windows.
Friday night.
Because you wouldn't have thought Friday night, noon Saturday, but then when you see the NFL, you're like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We got to stick Tulane and James Madison in windows where, people are probably going to be watching the NFL.
And
anyway.
part of me was always like, oh, I hate that the NFL does this, but they've had those games scheduled for my whole life. Like the playoff is new for those
Correct.
time slots.
That's right. They've
been doing Saturday
They take
games.
over. So when the college regular season, or now the college championship game season is over, they take over Saturdays. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm with you.
I'll watch them both.
Look,
They're
I've
both
always
good
said this:
games.
the NFL is really doing everybody else a favor, because they could play 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday all year long if they wanted, and everybody would watch. So they leave college football alone on Saturday and high school football alone on Friday. I can tell you this: once upon a time, Thursday night was a great college football night.
Oh, yeah.
But once the NFL started playing it,
You'd have Herb Street doing the games,
Right.
and Tirico,
Yeah, but
it would
you
be
know-
like Florida State versus Pitt or
Yeah,
something like
and
that.
until the NFL started playing, and then it became Fresno State, New Mexico.
Yeah.
That's what turned into, or that's what happened with the Thursday night college football, which used to be an awful lot of fun. It really did. All right, let's say hello to Rick Ballou.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Rocky Mountain High, Rick.
Yeah.
I'm ready now. I know you don't like us wishing our life away. You get mad at me about that, but I'm excited about Sunday, bro.
Especially you. I would take every day, every breath. Enjoy it. Don't be so
winding
quick
down.
to get to Sunday.
It's kinda
Enjoy your
wind-
Tuesday.
It's kind of winding down.
No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, enjoy the week.
Yeah, I'm
and
with you, but it's
before
gonna
we
be a-
get to Sunday.
Gonna be a fun game.
Love Colorado. Go there for vacation every year.
Gonna be a fun game.
Phenomenal.
Are you going to be there Sunday?
I'm not going to this one. I'm going to Indy, but
Okay.
I'm not going to Denver.
Gotcha.
Jags have a chance.
Yeah.
Hayes Carlin is going to pick him. Hayes Carlin said he's going to pick him to win.
Yeah, I want to get a better feel for it. I'm not going to make my prediction until Friday. I mean, Denver's really good, certainly at home, and their offense is somewhat streaky with Bo Nix. There are times where they do a lot of good things. There are other times where they go 3 and out. So I would really have been crunching the numbers today. Some very key categories that I think are the difference between a win and a loss. These teams are almost identical.
Well, the stats between I read this earlier. Total yards for Trevor Lawrence passing and running is 3.512. For Nix, it's 3.510.
I know.
2 yards separate them.
Yeah.
2 yards.
Mhm.
It's pretty. They both own 23 touchdowns. It's pretty amazing stuff. How
But they're
similar
the
it is.
two most penalized teams.
Yeah.
In the NFL,
I didn't realize that. Is that
you
right?
look at third down numbers. You look at, again, I have a bunch written down, which I'm going to go over to begin the program. I mean, this really feels like a field goal type of game, a one possession type of game. These are evenly matched teams. Obviously, they have the advantage of playing out there.
What a big game coming up. All right, coming up tonight.
Yep.
It's coming up. Rick Ballou goes into the night talking a lot of Jaguar football with you, and I'm guessing a whole lot more. That'll do it for our program. Don't go anywhere. Rick's next. For Hayes and JJ, I'm Frank Frangie. So long.